Chapter 5. The world's largest and most technically advanced museum is also one of the world's best-kept secrets. It houses more pieces than the Hermitage, the Vatican Museum, and the New York Metropolitan combined. Yet, despite its magnificent collection, few members of the public are ever invited inside its heavily guarded walls. Located at 4210 Silver Hill Road, just outside Washington, D.C., the museum is a massive zigzag-shaped edifice constructed of 5 interconnected pods, each pod larger than a football field. The building's bluish metal exterior barely hints at the strangeness within. A 600,000 square foot alien world that contains a dead zone, a wet pod, and more than 12 miles of storage cabinets. Tonight, scientist Catherine Solomon was feeling unsettled as she drove her white Volvo up to the building's main security gate. The guard smiled. "Not a football fan, Miss Solomon?" He lowered the volume on the Redskins playoff pre-game show. Catherine forced a tense smile. "It's Sunday night." "Oh, that's right, your meeting." "Is he here yet?" she asked anxiously. He glanced down at his paperwork. "I don't see him on the log." "I'm early." Catherine gave a friendly wave and continued up the winding access road to her usual parking spot at the bottom of the small, two-tiered lot. She began collecting her things and gave herself a quick check in the rearview mirror, more out of force of habit than actual vanity. Catherine Solomon had been blessed with the Brazilian Mediterranean skin of her ancestry, and even at 50 years old she had a smooth olive complexion. She used almost no makeup and wore her thick black hair unstyled and down. Like her older brother Peter, she had grey eyes and a slender, patrician elegance. "You two might as well be twins," people often told them. Their father had succumbed to cancer when Catherine was only 7, and she had very little memory of him. Her brother, 8 years Catherine's senior and only 15 when their father died, had begun his journey towards becoming the Solomon patriarch, much sooner than anyone had dreamed. As expected, though, Peter had grown into the role with the dignity and the strength of befitting their family name. To this day, he still watched over Catherine as though they were kids. Despite her brother's occasional prodding and no shortage of suitors, Catherine had never married. Science had become her life partner, and her work had proven more fulfilling and exciting than any man could ever hope to be. Catherine had no regrets. Her field of choice, noetic science, had been virtually unknown when she first heard of it, but in recent years it had started opening new doors of understanding into the power of the human mind. Our untapped potential is truly shocking. Catherine's 2 books on noetics had established her as a leader in this obscure field, but her most recent discoveries, when published, promised to make noetic science a topic of mainstream conversation around the world. Tonight, however, science was the last thing on her mind. Earlier in the day, she had received some truly unsettling information relating to her brother. "I still can't believe it's true." She thought of nothing else all afternoon. A pattern of light rain dumped on her windshield, and Catherine quickly gathered up her things to get inside. She was about to step out of the car when her cell phone rang. She checked the caller ID and inhaled deeply. Then she tucked her hair behind her ears and settled in to take the call. 6 miles away, Malak was moving through the corridors of the US Capitol building with a cell phone pressed to his ear. He waited patiently as the line rang. Finally, a woman's voice answered. "Yes?" "We need to meet again," Malak said. There was a long pause. "Is everything all right?" "I have new information," Malak said. "Tell me." Malak took a deep breath. "That which your brother believes is hidden in D.C. Tell me. What? Malak took a deep breath. "That which your brother believes is hidden in D.C. Yes?" it can be found. Catherine Solomon sounded stunned. Are you telling me it is real? Malik smiled to himself. Sometimes a legend that endures for centuries endures for a reason.